through kind of a yoga slash mobility session here. It should take just under the 40 minutes. So we'll jump right in because I know we're starting a couple minutes late, and I have a timer to keep us on time because it's always a challenge for me. So I will do my best. All right. So you're going to start. You can either sit on a blanket. I asked you to bring a blanket or a blanket and a belt. You could sit on the blanket if you have a yoga block. You can sit on your blanket and sit up nice and tall.
Someone just left their green.
Oh, you guys probably want to mute if you can.
Yeah, if everybody can mute, that would be great. And sorry, I don't have any like soft music playing in the background or anything, but you guys mute, you can play whatever you want, whatever you like. All right, so once everybody's back, if you don't have anything, you can just sit on, and I don't see you at all, Lisa, but we'll figure you're there. So you want to sit down, and then you're going to just close down your eyes and focus on your breath. We're going to go through 5 cycles on your own count. You're just going to relax your shoulders down your back. You're going to keep your palms up in the receiving position. And I want you to do 5 times, just 4 seconds in and 4 seconds out. Long, slow breaths in and out your nose on your own time. Go. So that's the type of breathing that I want you all to continue on throughout our practice. Okay, we're going to go through a series of movements. I realized for myself and probably for a lot of others is that we're spending a lot of time sitting. So a lot of time sitting tends to put a lot of strain on the low back, especially. And as you know, I've had some low back issues lately. So this is something I've been doing through the low back, and it's really good practice. So we will run through this. So you can remove the block. You're going to lay down. I'll do this. Right. You're going to lay down on your back, and I want you to lay down and extend your arms over and get as long as possible. As long as possible, stretching all the way up through your fingertips and all the way out through your toes, and continuing that breathing. Long, long breathing. On your next inhale, you're going to inhale your right knee up, and you're going to hug that in towards your chest. Then you're going to exhale, straighten the right leg, bring your left leg in, and hug that knee in towards your chest. Then you're going to exhale, and you're going to switch. Inhale, bring the right knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring the left knee. Exhale, extend. This time I want you to, on your next inhale, bring in both knees. Hug them to your chest. Okay. Now I want you to do some small circles with your knees. You pick the direction. Small circles in one direction. Kind of massaging out that low back and loosening up that low back area. And keep your breathing, keep breathing. Focus on that breath. Get a little bigger with those circles. And then when you're ready, slow that down and start going the other way. Small circles the other way. Get a little bigger with those circles. When you get to the center, stop. Hug your knees in real tight. And then exhale, get long again. So all the way, arms all the way up, legs all the way up. Okay, next we're going to inhale our right leg up, left leg straight out in front of you, so right leg up, and you're gonna flex that foot so it comes back towards you, and you're gonna stretch out that hamstring. So just by flexing that foot, you should be feeling a stretch on that hamstring back here. Most important thing is to just keep breathing right here, keep breathing. Okay, if you do have a belt or a yoga strap, you can put that around your foot and you can pull that in like this. You can also grab behind your leg, just not on the knee, just down here by the hamstring, but still flex that foot, okay? Then keep breathing, keep breathing. We're gonna hold this for a little bit here. You can close down your eyes if you want, focus on your breath. On your next inhale, try to take it a little bit farther back. Stretch that a little bit more. There you go. Good. And keep that foot flexed. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to keep that leg straight and you're going to drop it down to the right. So if you take your arm, you can make a little shelf for that leg. So you drop it down and you can make a little shelf to hold that leg with your hand right over here. And you can keep stretching it at the same time. It's important that you keep your hips flat, keep that left hip on the ground. Don't over rotate and let that left hip come off the ground. Keep the left hip driving into the ground. That's why I like to use the little hand for the shelf, because you can keep stretching. And you can get a nice good stretch down to that hamstring going into that glute. That looks really good. You guys are getting a really good stretch. Shannon, you got an awesome stretch going on right there, I can tell. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, you're going to bring that leg back up. Give it one more little extra tug in, a little extra stretch, and then relax that leg down and straighten it out. Give your legs a little wiggle, kind of notice the difference between the left and right. You might feel a little difference in that hamstring or in that hip. And inhale, your left leg up. Same thing, inhale that left leg up and flex that foot. Start to get a nice stretch in there. You can add the belt or the strap. Just keep flexing that foot. Keep breathing. You may notice one side a little tighter than the other. That's the case for me with this leg. Try to inhale and bring that stretch a little bit deeper. Keep flexing that foot. Next, you're going to drop that down to the left. Make that little shelf with your hand and drop that down to the left. You could rest right around the knee, or you could rest that right on your hand. And keep that right hip down. Keep that right hip flat. Make sure, kind of scan your body from head to toe. Make sure there's no tension in your neck or other areas where it shouldn't be. And just breathe into that hamstring. Inhale that leg back up. One more little extra stretch in there. And lower that leg down. Okay. Wiggle it out a little bit. Loosen it up. Next, you're going to bend your left leg. And you're going to cross your right leg over the left. And you're going to flex that foot. So flex that foot back. As you flex that foot, that's driving this knee away. So just by flexing that foot, you can drive that knee away and you'll feel that stretch in your right hip. Everybody feel it? Yes? Yeah? Okay, feel that stretch in your right hip. Then what you can do is you lift your left foot off the ground. Now you're in a reclined pigeon or a figure four, and you keep driving that knee away. If this is enough for you, that's fine. If it's not, you can reach through, grab your shin, and pull that towards your chest. And as you pull that towards your chest, you want to continue to flex that foot and drive that knee away. And you will get a nice big stretch into that hip. And keep the breathing up. Keep the breathing. Try to breathe into that hip. The more you can focus on where your breath is going, the more that area will relax. Let go slowly with your hands. Go back to where your foot is off the ground. And then go back to where your foot is flat. Now you're going to switch. You can put the right leg down. You can put your left leg, cross it over, and flex that foot and drive that knee away. You may find, just like on the other stretch, that one side is a little more open than the other. Once you've driven that hip nice and open, then you can lift that foot and continue to drive that knee away. Once you're comfortable there, you can reach through, grab that shin, and pull it in nice and tight while driving that knee away. Continue to breathe. I see is Maddie's foot right there. Good job, Maddie. Okay, from there you can let go with your hands. Keep your foot up. Move through that stage. Keep flexing that foot. And drop that foot down. And drop both feet down. Straighten out both legs. Excuse me, I have to turn off some terrible group text. Oh, goodness. Okay. Shake both legs out. See if you feel any little difference in your hips. Next, I want you to pull your legs up. Give yourself a big hug on those knees. And what we're going to do, this is one of my favorites. You're going to rock back and forth until you rock yourself up. All right. Everybody's up. Next, you're going to come to your hands and your knees, hands stacked over like a table. You can flatten out your feet if you want. It's more comfortable for most people. Okay, we're going to go through some series of cat-cows. All right, so you're going to inhale, you're going to drop your belly, and you're going to lift your head, keep your neck in a nice neutral position. And then as you exhale, you're going to round your back and push the ground away as you exhale. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. And then exhale, round the back, push the ground away and tuck the chin. Go through a few more of those on your own. And come back to center. Next, what we're going to do is you're going to do cat-cow, but you're going to do it in a circle. So almost like you're jumping rope is the way I like to think of it with your body. Okay, so we'll go to the right first. So you're going to inhale, round, and you get kind of this undulating as you're going in a circle. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. Make sure you continue to breathe. When you get to the center, go in the other direction. This is great to not only loosen the back, but it loosens the back of the shoulders, back of the neck. Come back to center. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to push up into a downward dog. So I want you to push up and then push up all the way onto your toes into that downward dog. So don't drop your heels. Try to push up. You can even bend your knees if you need to. Those hamstrings are still tight. And push up and get that spine really long. Stay on your toes, get that spine really long. If you have your legs bent, you can try to straighten them, but don't drop those heels yet. Let that spine decompress. Everybody looks good. Everybody looks good. I'm going to turn around here. Okay, now inhale those toes up and then exhale and try to flatten those feet and get those feet down. And then you can relax through the shoulders. Some of you have a lot more shoulder mobility. Just relax. Continue to breathe. Next, we're going to inhale the right leg up. Inhale your right leg back and up. And then you're going to step it through and come into a low lunge. Just like this, into a low lunge. Keep your hands on your hips. Your knees stacked over your ankle. And then you're going to drive that left hip forward without overarching your back. And keep breathing into that position. Everybody looks good? Next, you're going to drop your hands on both sides of your foot. And you're going to swing that leg back and push back into a downward dog. Okay? You're going to inhale that right leg up again. This time you're going to come through and rise up into a low lunge, but you're going to keep your back heel off the ground into a crescent lunge. So keep that back heel off the ground and try to stay nice and stable. Feel the ground with that front foot. Stay nice and stable and relax in this position. And keep breathing. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to take your left foot and you're going to rotate that heel so it gets down to the ground. Okay? And we're going to go into what's called an extended side angle. So an extended side angle is you're going to put your right hand on that leg with the ankle stacked over the knee, and then you're going to reach over the top with your left hand. Pinky facing up, thumb down, rotating open. Looks like this. Okay? Try to stretch all the way down that left side. You should feel a stretch all the way from your pinky finger all the way down through your foot. Make sure you keep your neck neutral, relax. Okay, now you can put your hands down. You can frame that foot again. You put your foot back into a down dog. Inhale your left leg up. And then bring it through to a low lunge. And you can drop that back foot, come up. Keep your hips nice and square. So the first part is the low lunge with the knee on the ground. Yeah. Just relax, keep your breathing. Very good. Put your hands down, frame that foot. Take a nice big inhale and then exhale that foot back into a down dog. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale through into that crescent lunge with the back heel off the ground. Excellent. Everybody looks great. You all look great. Stay relaxed, nice and breathe. Feet are strong. Shoulders are relaxed, core is strong. You're still breathing. Frame that foot. Inhale back into a down dog. From there, you can drop to your knees back to a table. And then from there, you can go all the way down to your stomach. From the stomach, what we're going to do is we're going to put our arms, our elbows right to the sides of our chest, and we're going to go up into a Sphinx pose. So for some of you, it may be right here. For others, it might be farther up, but don't crane the neck. Keep a nice neutral neck in line with your spine, okay? If you find out that your low back is fighting you, you can widen your feet a little bit, and sometimes that will release the tension in the low back and the glutes. Drop your head down. Inhale a big breath, and exhale it up. One more time, down, and exhale it up. Next, we're going to go into what's called a low cobra. So you can drop back down. This time, slide your hands back by your chest. Inhale, and then push up into a low cobra. So your elbows are off the ground, and your hands are in line with your chest. It's good flexibility from Melanie, Shannon. You guys have real good flexibility. Do that for a couple breaths. Go down. Big breath. Come back up. Go down. This time go into a full cobra. So this would be all the way up. Elbows may be slightly bent. But you want to try to keep your hips down. It's going to look different for all of us. Next, we're going to go down, and we're going to do 3 rounds of locust. So what that is, it's basically like a Superman with your arms at your sides. So you're going to have your thumbs down, your legs pretty close together, and you're going to inhale, and you're going to try to get everything off the ground, like this. Okay, try to get your thighs off the ground. and squeeze them together and try to release the glutes if possible. Come back down and take a big inhale, go up. Down. Last one. And go down. Arms by your chest, push back up into that table. This time, you can put your feet down flat without, yep, put them flat. You can widen your knees out, but put your toes together. So knees out, but toes together. I'm going to drop back into a wide leg child pose and reach up as far as you can and just sink into that and relax. The child's pose is restful, but it's a really good opportunity to get length in your spine also. So you can walk those fingers up and get a lot of length in that spine. And keep breathing. Okay, you can come back up into the table. Now we're going to go back to where we started. You can sit on your knees or sit on the block or sit on the blanket. Everybody get there? Okay, next we're going to put our arms straight in front of us with our hands here. You're going to take a big inhale. You're going to drop your right arm to your left knee, and you're going to circle and do a nice easy twist back to the left side. With each inhale, try to get a little taller and take that twist a little deeper. On your next inhale, bring your arm back, meet the other one in the front. Take a big inhale, and inhale that left hand to the right knee and the right arm back. Same thing with every inhale, try to get a little taller and take that twist a little farther. Good. Take a big inhale, bring that arm back. Your arms meet in the center. Reach them straight up. Inhale over to the right. Exhale, now inhale. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, both arms back to the center, straight up. And bring your hands down to the center. Bring them to your heart center. And close down your eyes and go through 5 cycles of the same breathing we started with. 4 seconds in and 4 seconds out. When you're done, you can open your eyes. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully you got some mobility out of that.
It was great. Thank you.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, really good, Rick. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So check it out. I want to show you guys because I'm excited. It's the newest edition. I got these on Amazon for 30 bucks.
Oh, cool.
$30 for a pair of rings.
Wow.
Sweet.
And they only came in like 2 days, so I was pretty stoked. I hung them up today and I was like, yes.
Excellent. How did you anchor them? How did you install them?
So all I did was just use some eye bolts. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Kind of hard to tell, but they're just some little, like 79-cent bolts that I just had. I screwed them into a stud, into 2 different studs to separate the weight, so there's not too much weight on either one.
Right.
But I mean, they're supposed to hold like 500 pounds each or something, so I think we're good.
Right.
I hope
That's
so.
good.
Have you already done some like skin the cats?
I have not. I just barely tested them out with some ring dips to make sure I didn't fall on my head. Fall down, and they can hold my weight. So, and Haley did some ring rows, but yeah, I was pretty excited because they came so fast and they were so cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
So
I've been using the little gymnastics bar. That's my pull up.
I saw that you have that in the garage, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we
I
looked into
usually like it
pull-up bars, but
outside.
I figured this would be more useful than a pull-up bar in the doorway or something, because it was inexpensive and you can go up, down, get them out of the way, whatever. So, anyways, anyone else, I can send the link if anyone's interested.
Right.
Yeah.
I've gotten all my rings off of Amazon. I love Amazon.
I know, me too.
She was on it early.
She was on it earlier. Of course she was.
Daily.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, good job, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Rick.
All right.
Bye, ladies.
Thank you,
Have a
Rick.
good rest of the Saturday. Sunday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.